of Tri-State and NJ's finest in the number 6, Steffen. But he's not rocking the peach this time.
The wrong blonde.
He's going back to his old ways, and that is the way of the Cloud Strife. I think that's his last name. I don't know. I don't play Final Fantasy.
No, you got it. You got it.
Let's go. I know stuff.
He's playing the blonde guy instead of the blonde girl.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, crazy. All right, I mean, this is, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say this is a better matchup.
Yeah,
Cloud does
100%.
very, very well against Steve. This is Tweak's counter pick that he always goes whenever he plays Steffen at the Platinum Star Smash monthlies.
Is it?
Yeah, every time, and even at the weeklies as well.
Hey,
I mean, not every time. Sometimes he likes to go his other characters, but with whatever character he's playing isn't working, like at the last Platinum Star Smash it didn't, he'll rock the Cloud going up again, because this character has the airspeed and the crazy long-range disjoints, as well as the ability to charge limit whenever Steve decides to hide behind his blocks. All the tools necessary to beat this character.
Yep, and now the setup right there coming out from Steffen, using that TNT to try to get a bait option with that forward smash. Nothing going to come of it right there, but this is honestly going pretty well for Steffen. Good usage right there of the up B, but nothing going to come of it, as right now the limit on deck. Hopefully, I want to see a little bit more spacing coming out from Jukain, trying to get a lot more bait options. But it seems like Steffen, with the way that he plays, it's really hard to do so.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's definitely a hard zone to be able to break through this time around, man. But with Cloud, it's going to become just a little bit easier. Like I said, hanging behind those blocks right here, just spamming that back air on the way back in around. We're virtually even as far as the percent goes. Surprised that he didn't use more of that to charge his limit. Perhaps he just didn't want him to get Diamond. Thought he would catch up. Bad approach. Whoa.
Oh my gosh. I mean, both these players limited out, stuffing out right there with the forward throw right there. The forward throw should be able to kill this time around. Yes, sir. That will be the stock. And now that will be in favor of Steffen getting first blood. Not until the quick answer back from Jukain.
Spare Diamond on deck as well, immediately evening out this game once again. But he's got the Diamond Sword back out, much like Wario Wop. That does stay in Steve's inventory after he dies in between stocks, which is part of the reason that Steve is one of the greatest, or generally considered to be the top tier character that most people think he is. What a crazy forward air off of that minecart to be able to continue the onslaught right there. A little bit of a custom combo on the part of Steffen. I like that.
Oh yeah, Steffen's doing a really good job utilizing every tool in the book that Steve has, and a good usage right there of the grab to catch Jukain slipping once again. Gonna get the call out, the TNT into the forward smash, just a little too early right there from Jukain. Gonna cost him that stock.
Not even much of a call out. That was like a bait to me, my friend. You saw him get that forward smash immediately, utilizing the TNT. Once that whiffed, I'll immediately put out another hitbox. You don't expect me to. That's a beautiful little mix-up on the part of Steffen right there, man. You think you're safe from avoiding that one, but you never know when they're just gonna do an offensive option in the one position where you expect them to do a defensive one. But that's Smash Brothers, my friend. It's a game of mix-ups.
Yeah, 100%. And beautiful usage of the mix-up right there. It seems like Jukain is really struggling to find some footing right now, as he's just throwing out a lot of these limits. Every single time that he's had a limit, it seems like he just bluntly throwing it out, hoping that something will connect, but nothing going in his favor right now. And we are looking at Steffen holding onto that stock, playing it safe, no approach needed.
It's interesting to see him just do the old, just sort of do like the old Mewtwo King Cloud route of just like sort of using the limit like as soon as you get it. I mean, but he was doing that back in Smash 4 when the limit didn't go away after 15 seconds.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got that buffed, movement speed as well as many other things that you got with Cloud. You want to utilize that to your advantage against Steve. Potentially wait till you get him off stage where he'll be like much more prone to a limit cross slash or climb hazard. But instead we got Jukain out here with the Cloud, just whipping it out when he needs to. Crazy.
Nice. And now playing it very safe, the spacing right now from Jukain has been immaculate. Working wonders for him so far. Gonna make it back to stage safely with the limit on hand. Hopefully he can get something going. It seems like Steffen is trying to call out the jump, but finally gonna make it safely until he utilizes that jump and dies for it.
Again, yeah, catching him that time around. I want to say I love Jukain's patience from the ledge right there on the way back, because obviously you can't roll through the blocks. I don't think Steve would be considered pretty much the top tier threat that he is if you could really just go ahead and do that, especially against some of the stronger block types. So you know that Steffen was looking for that back air off the top right there, and Jukain somehow, some way able to jump through it, but not the second time around. Staying true with the Cloud counter pick this time around, though. Not rocking that Peach. Doesn't want to have to deal with, having to, approach Enderman from the back, having to play more of that neutral. Peach has got that insane punish game, of course, but like if you have that much harder of a time getting in on Steve, you effectively have a better punish game with the sword character instead.
Wow, and I love the usage right there of the down air into the up B to tack on 35% damage on Steffen right off the bat. It seems like he's just trying to swing for the fences the same way that Steffen has been doing so whenever he's had the chance to. Yeah, man. This is exactly what you want to do if you're Cloud. You want to start getting a lot more aggressive, find those openings, start utilizing that long sword of Cloud to your advantage.
I do see Jukain like immediately start charging limit as soon as they landed that back air though, and I'm gonna say that, you know, that might have been a little bit of an autopilot thing because he wound up getting punished for that immediately afterwards, but the block was right there to actually stop Steffen from flying out towards the blast zone instead, and as a result he got hit by it. But I think it was just like sort of muscle memory, like just charge limit as soon as you know, as soon as you think you can, and then use it when you can as well. Beautiful wake-up climb hazard.
Yes, sir. And that's going to be the first stock going in favor of Jukain. Finally going to get a little bit of advantage state going. But for how much longer?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you
particular?
doing?
No way.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Okay. You know, that was actually... Listen, I mean, I know that's already going to get on a montage somewhere, and I want to say, like, you know, absolutely crazy Steve-style moments. But when the Cloud is at as low a percent as he was, that was actually kind of optimal.
That was...
You know what I mean? Because, like, if your character's not at high enough of a percent where a smash attack or whatever, or like an optimal punish or, you know, strong combo is going to kill, why not go for something like that?
You know, despite, you know, what people may say, that takes a lot of risk, and that takes a lot of cojones as well to do if you're Steffen. And the fact that he was able to just do all of that, just prepare for all that, because he planned that perfectly. And, you know, it really... Okay, yeah.
That's the classic.
Yeah, there you go. There's where we can say that Steve's done, but, you know, that first stock, though. That first stock, though.
Yeah, but that first stock, though. But that first stock, though.
Oh, and that second stock, though.
Yeah.
And shaking his head right there. Jukain a little bit upset, and I don't blame him, you know. He had a comfortable lead, and it seemed like Steffen just started running away with the few little games that he's been getting. But you know what? It's still anyone's game. Anyone can come back from this.
Still anybody's game because, fortunately for Jukain, you know, the trajectory of the forward smash went right above, like, the 2 blocks right there off the top. One more block actually probably would have saved Steffen's bacon right there, but nothing doing on the part of Jukain right here, who's now looking potentially poised to potentially take this game, I should say. But it's pretty much dead even at this point. You know Steffen wants to move on to losers semifinals, as he might do right now if the mash out of the minecart wasn't as good as it was on the part of Jukain right there. Charge a little bit of limit, no diamond on deck for the reserves, but still has the one in his hand at this time before that one breaks. Limit on deck though, what's the play?
There was an option right there.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, the platform is just completely stopping Jukain from being able to get in on Steffen there. This is why I think this is such a good stage for Steve.
No, yeah, I mean, I see why a lot of Steve mates opt to go here, but you know, it's an even game so far. There is still anybody's game to win. Right now, Jukain fighting for his life as he needs to get back on stage. He doesn't want to recover. He goes for the normal get-up option, and he doesn't get punished the way that Steffen has been able to punish. Goes for the cross slash, but no. Oh my gosh, this is just anybody neck and neck so far.
Slight misspacing on the cross slash. He would have hit if he was just a little bit lower that time around. I don't blame him for doing the wake-up one right there. He was in a bad position. He needed to put out some sort of hitbox on the way back in. As the crab just merely scraped his toes earlier on, my friend. This is absolutely anybody's game to lose right now. Jukain wanting to stay alive, though. Going to charge limit a little more, but does it a little too long. Drops through the platform, caught on it again, and you can see him muttering some esports obscenities to himself. Unfortunately, not able to grasp out that W right there. That's not what he wanted, but hey, you were able to get top 8 at this. You were able to get top 8 at a pretty stacked fusion, and the one back from the week break as well. That's that ain't something to slouch at.
No, yeah, I mean, Jukain, well-deserved placement, getting 5th place out of at least 45 people here today. That's a solid placement, a solid performance. I mean, to do it with the likes of people like Jackal, Ram, Steffen, and so many other tremendous players out here that we have here today at Fusion. I mean, it speaks for itself. Jukain, no reason to be upset, but we can understand his frustrations with the way that some things panned out, especially with that first stock shield break.
Yeah, especially with the first stock shield break for sure. Yeah, man. You know, I mean, at the same time, I mean, I appreciate the counter pick as well as that. Maybe he thinks next time, maybe I'll try going Peach since that is my tried and true main. But or you could just keep trying with the Cloud, see if you can get that going. I mean, Tweak is out here proving that you can do it as hard as it can be. I do believe Tweak has lost to Steffen the last time that he played him as well, and that is Team Solo Mid. FX.